Hey healers, a quick ancestral energy healing message for you. It is the season of rebirth. It is the season of reinventing yourself. I think a lot of times the idea of reinventing yourself is pretty shallow. It has a lot of focus on looks and material things, social standing, how you're perceived by others. If you reinvent yourself from the inside out based on what you desire and you want most, all those other things will happen naturally. You will naturally be more beautiful and more attractive, more magnetic. You'll naturally be more respected. You'll naturally have a higher position in society. You'll naturally increase your popularity. And this is one of the dangers of increasing your magnetism and raising your vibration, is that when you do so, you are like a magnet attracting everything to you, not just the things you want to attract. So coinciding with raising your vibration and reinventing yourself has to be a focus on boundaries, on setting boundaries so that you can feel secure at your new vibration with all the attention and that which you're attracting, and you'll be able to filter through. Like, you don't have to say yes to every invitation. You don't have to say yes to every request. You don't have to give attention or time to everybody that wants that from you. And you have to know this, because if you're trying to reinvent yourself but you're bound by people pleasing, codependency, it's going to be really challenging, and it will end up making you not want to do it. This is what I'm speaking from my own experience. When too many people want too much from you, it creates a opposite effect of, well, I'm just going to be useless then. Since people only care about me based on what I can do for them and what I can give them, I'm just going to become useless. If people only want me for my money, I'm going to be broke. If people only want me because they need a place to stay and they want to stay at my house, I'm going to be homeless. Okay, so do you see how people actually manifest situations that they don't want because they're trying to protect themselves? They're trying to help themselves, and that is the only possible potential way that they can see to do so. What if you could go the other way? What if you could have as many rooms in your house as you wanted and still don't let no one come stay there? What if you could have as much money as you wanted and still don't give it to nobody, and still don't share it, and still spend it all on yourself? You can. In our society, these things are culturally deemed selfish and socially unacceptable. It's praised to give of yourself. It's praised to help others unselfishly. Give others the shirt off your back. I'm supposed to give somebody the shirt off my back, but y'all don't want me to be naked either. Oh wait, you do want me to be naked so you could consume me. Okay, cool. Good that we're on the same page. So we got to look at these social norms and where they come from and why they don't serve us. And then we have to discard of them and stop pledging allegiance. And one of the huge challenges to doing so is other people, because when you have other people around you that are heavily invested in a particular personality that you have displayed in the past, or a particular relationship that you have had with them, they're not going to want to see you change. Not only that, but when you change, they have to change. So like, you start eating healthy, you start caring more about what you put into your body and the effects that it has on you. And now all of a sudden your homegirl that eats McDonald's every day is pissed. She's mad at you. She's mad at you. And you're thinking, this is just a hypothetical situation, but in this situation, the person would be thinking, why doesn't she want me to eat better? Why doesn't she want me to, she's my friend. Why doesn't she care about me? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Actually, it doesn't matter. What's the reason? Does it matter? If you know your friend and you have enough empathy for them to see, okay, I can understand why my friend's not happy for me that I just got into a great relationship because she's in a horrible relationship, or she's just been lonely for years, or she's in a just getting out of a bad breakup, and she thinks that all men are scum and she's not happy for me. She can't be happy for me. So in those situations, I don't think that you have to cut people off all the time. I think you just have to have boundaries, because you can still have your love for somebody and know that, like, okay, this isn't coming because this person doesn't love me. It's coming because this person is struggling with something in their own personal life that has nothing to do with me. And when you can kind of depersonalize it and not take it to heart or take it to mean something about you, it makes it a lot less painful. Because typically what we're doing when we do those things of like, why doesn't this person do this? You don't care about me. You don't do this. It's the mother wound and the father wound. We don't feel that way about that person. We feel that way about our own parents. The wound goes back to childhood, even infancy for some people. And that's the original wound. It's just being projected onto whoever's available in this moment because, one, it's not socially acceptable to hold parents accountable for emotional damage. Now it is, but it didn't used to be. And two, like, they probably won't be as accountable, but a partner who wants to have sex with you or wants to, like, be in your life in some way is going to be more accountable. A lot of people ruin their relationships by blaming the other person for things that their parents are to be blamed for, but they don't blame their parents. They put their parents on a pedestal. And then the person that they're with that loves them right now, they don't put that person on the pedestal. They put them down below the pedestal. They pedestalize the parents and they downgrade the person who they're projecting all of the parental wounds onto in order to resolve. So don't let it be you. I wouldn't let it be me. When you're raising your vibration, you have to check on these things, because the easiest way for you to be attacked or for you to be pulled right back down is through your relationships. So say that you've made like a whole bunch of changes and transformations in your life, like you've really worked on your self-image, you invested in your self-care, in your beauty, in your home, in your education, you've invested in yourself in all these ways. The easiest way while you're on a upward spiral for you to get snatched back down is through a romantic relationship that is toxic, if you are a person who comes from toxic family dynamics. This is why there's like a trope of like people, like this super successful, beautiful woman with like, a boyfriend that's a deadbeat or something, or she can't find a man or whatever. Well, like a lot of times the reason why these things happen is it's parental wounds. So when you want to reinvent yourself, you want to go all the way back to childhood, and you want to see like, who is that person that I truly am, that I was born as, that I've always been, but that I changed myself from in order to please my parents, in order to please society, in order to be accepted and to be liked. Who did I become that's not authentic to me? And then how also were the parts of me that are authentic exploited against me so that I learned to disown them? So for example, like, always being super outgoing, outspoken, and then being told, like, being shamed for that, or being embarrassed, or being told that that's not a good way to be. So like then becoming withdrawn and not liking people, that feels so sad. That's like a real wound. So I want to encourage everybody to go back to your childhood, go back to the parts of you that you lost and the parts of you that you disowned and you learned to ignore or put to the side, that you learned that you wouldn't be safe expressing them. It's a rebirth season. It's time for your rebirth. It's time for your reintegration, your reanimation. I have rebirth coaching. My rebirth coaching container is 9 months. This is perfect for people that have already been working with me, that are familiar with my work, or that are deeply aligned with my mission of total personal sexual autonomy for all. And I specialize in working with survivors of ritual sexual abuse, childhood sexual abuse, adult industry sexual abuse, sex trafficking. This is my wheelhouse. I'm an expert in it. I have levels of expertise that encompass personal, professional, relational. So typically the people that benefit most from working with me are actually other providers, people that provide care to others, people who have already done a significant amount of deprogramming and reprogramming, who are really like able to see where there are things hidden in their unconscious mind that they're not aware of, and always be digging and excavating and going there. People that enjoy being in the dark, in the trenches, in the dark trenches of the deepest recesses of the unconscious mind. You don't know what you're going to find, and it could be quite scary. So let me be your guide. It helps to have a partner. It helps to have a person that you can process these things with. In our container for rebirth, that is the safe and sacred container to hold your transformation and your rebirth. So we go in phases. We allow you to dissolve. We allow you to come back together and coagulate, and we allow you to reanimate from that point. It's super exciting. It's a fun journey. It's fun if you think personal transformation is fun. It's fun for if you think that the mysteries of the unconscious mind and deprogramming and breaking generational curses is fun for you. This will be fun for you. So feel free to reach out to me, you guys. You can email me, contact me through my website, so we can talk more about it and see if you're a good candidate for this work. This is the year of transformation. Nothing is going to be the same. Unfortunately, we're going to be grieving a lot this year. So for those of y'all that are coming from sacred bloodlines that are being like stolen from us and forcibly eradicated, there's a lot of grieving for us. Hold your loved ones close, hold yourself close, be careful. You are precious. We cannot afford to lose you. Whenever somebody is stolen from this planet before it's their time to go, it leaves a gaping hole. It's a different type of grief. And we need our people. So right now, the best thing I can encourage everyone to do is tap in, lock in with yourself, reduce codependency in favor of interdependency, and allow yourself to be that which you are. Okay? If this resonates, drop into the comments, let me know. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, say mashallah, tell a friend, and stay tuned. Peace, healers. Ma salama.